kidney transplant that couldn't get one, and you were the only donor that could give it to them, do you have the right to refuse to give them that kidney?
Yes.
You're never allowed to
So if this baby needs my uterus to survive, do I have the right to not give it my uterus?
So it's different because the baby would already have the uterus, but you know, you can't,
my uterus.
If you've already,
I have the right to give my uterus, to take my uterus away from this child. I don't want it to use my uterus.
You're asking for rights that you're not willing to give, so you're not going to get them.
If you had already given out your kidney, then you cannot take it back. But since the baby is already dependent.
What if it wasn't my choice to get this baby?
Well,
it wasn't my choice. I didn't consent to it.
So, not to derail from what you were just saying, but you were like, I was trying to like get at the heart of like why you changed your mind.
Yeah, this is the argument that changed it.
So was it the kidney one or like the rape one?
Well, I mean, in conjunction together.
Both
when
those
when we put those combinations, we say you have the right to choose not to give your kidney.
Yeah.
So do you have the right to choose not to give your uterus?
Sure. So
that's the argument that changed my opinion.
Real quick, do you think that the baby is a human?
If it is not a sentient being at that point, it's not sentient.
Okay. So I think
sentient over non-sentient should be the rule.
So I think we could pull the conversation back a little bit, and because rape and the kidney and like incest and all these terrible situations that, you know, there's tons of terrible situations happen all the time.
To every single person.
All that stuff doesn't really matter if it's not a human, if it's not a person, right? Because, you know, like it's dental care. I'm not gonna say like, oh, you can't get dental care, and you say, well, what if I was raped? Like, it doesn't make sense.
It's not biologically viable.
It only makes sense.
So it doesn't fit the definition of life.
Neither are babies fresh out of the womb.
You can also choose not to get dental care if you don't want it either.
Right. My point is that the underlying foundational question is it a human person?
I don't think so. It's not sentient. It doesn't have any brain function. This brain dead, you can choose to take them off life support.
So, by the way, I won't argue about this, but there have been many brain dead people who've recovered, many. So as we were saying before, the reason that she would want to keep the baby is because it is a baby. It has arms and legs, has a thumb, has dreams, and it is a human. And that's why she wouldn't want to keep a baby. It's not because she has this moral superiority that she wants to keep this clump of cells that other people want. She knows it's a baby. And so that is kind of the foundational question. Is it a baby or is it not? Because we could talk about, does rape justify it or not? But if we haven't established, is it a baby, then it's kind of a waste of time of a question. Because if it's not...
I kind of disagree.
Okay.
Because the woman is a person as well.
Yeah.
She gets to choose what she does. She gets to choose what is inside of her uterus and what eats her food and what takes her blood and what takes her cells. She gets to choose who gets those things. There is somebody else in her body who is taking her blood, her cells, her food, everything. That baby is taking that from her, and she should be able to choose to not allow it.
And is that where the kidney argument comes in?
Yes, exactly.
Gotcha.
If I don't want to give my kidney to somebody, I shouldn't have to.
So let's say that you, being a very nice person, you gave your kidney to someone else. And then you said, well, I don't want them to have my kidney. I still kind of need it. I gotta take it back.
That doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense,
That's
right?
not an issue with pregnancy, though, because once you're pregnant, you have the abortion and you're done.
Do you see the point I'm making now?
I really don't.
But I do know that babies respond differently. They you know how they sense brainwaves?
They have a central nervous system. You know what also has a central nervous system? Coral.
Yes, but coral are not of the human species.
No, but it has a central nervous system and can react to stimuli without actually being sentient.
Yeah. Did you hear about that guy on the news recently who took an eagle egg and he cracked it and he started eating it?
No.
I don't
know anything about that.
On television, he took an eagle egg and he started cracking it and he opened it and he started eating it. He filmed it.
That just sounds gross.
I agree.
He scrambled it.
When that happened, he was doing it for a video, and all these people start calling in and saying, hey, you can't do that. Like, you can't just kill that little eagle. Like, you can't eat that eagle egg.
Yeah.
And he was asking, well, when does an eagle become an eagle?
Well, that eagle is negatively affecting somebody's life.
Well,
That baby's negatively affecting someone's life.
Well, real quick.
That eagle is not.
it's interesting.
That's the difference.
It's interesting how so many of the pro-choice crowd, they were against killing that eagle who didn't have brainwaves, wasn't sentient or whatever. Yet they're completely for killing children in the womb, who they recognize their mother's voice compared to the voice of, say, a nurse.
Again,
They
that's
measure the
a central
brain waves.
nervous system thing. It's not a brain thing.
So you might want to watch this, you might not. I've seen it, it's horrible.
Well, it
There's-
seems like I get the point, and I don't really.
Sure.
I'm a vegetarian because I hate that stuff.
Sure.
Specifically, they might. Oh, okay, sorry, they were close to running into you. I was about to warn you. But
There's videos of abortions which are very hard to watch, very hard.
I'm not.
And,
And the option to get an abortion isn't an easy one.
and
Women who get abortions don't know.
many of them do. Many of them say hashtag shout my abortion, I'm proud of my abortion.
And that is despicable.
Yeah. So a lot of them do want it. But in those videos with the forceps, I don't know, there's an abortion called, I forget the name of the procedure, it's a suction abortion, which means essentially, they don't call it this, but they essentially put in a vacuum. And they vacuum up a baby. Suction aspiration, I think it's called. I forget off the top of my head. But sometimes the vacuum is too small and the baby doesn't fit inside the vacuum. So they go in with forceps, essentially scissors, and they'll grab the limbs and pull off the limbs. And that makes it so the baby is small enough to fit through the suction catheter. And the baby, it's squirming and it's trying to get away, and it's kicking and it swats at the like implements of the abortion. I'm not trying to be graphic, I'm just trying to describe what it is. And I mean, we can debate all day over is that person, but it's like, come on, it's trying to get away from this. Like if someone did that to you, I imagine you would be running as fast as you can in the other direction. And so to me it just seems obvious, like this is a baby that we need to protect.
Again, that is a central nervous system response. If you have a clam that is out and you poke it, it retracts because it has a central nervous system.
Right,
And that's
but so
what it does.
combine that with the dreams and the recognizing different voices.
Which is a central nervous system.
Also,
there is no brain process.
There's videos
Not-
of twins in the womb and they play with each other. They wrestle each other.
Sorry, our conversation got out of control.
Oh, yes,
I'm
no.
so sorry about that. Everybody started coming.
Yeah, it's like, oh, it's so much.
I had to step away. I'm sorry. I didn't come in here thinking I was going to get in a heated debate. Anyway.
I don't think it has to be heated. It's
Oh,
only,
yeah.
only heated if we want to make it heated.
Just have to take deep breaths. It's okay. No, I appreciate it. And you listen to my arguments. So nice. I appreciate it. Anyway.